Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Today is Saturday and I am working on the Falcon. I'm gonna start sanding on it. Well, I have sanded on it. I just did a little test trip on the back of the trunk, and I think this car has been painted before because this spot right here is Bondo. So I didn't realize it was Bondo until I started sanding it down. So I do believe that this car has been painted before. I don't know how long ago, but that tells me this spot here is why this spot is chipping. Like they didn't get a good surface spot on it, I guess. So it's chipping, and you know, the same with the hood. The hood here is all flaking away. So evidently the surface wasn't good enough for the paint to stick. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys along. We're going to start sanding this down some more, and because it looks like this here is a different color than this. So anyway, I'm going to put you guys on my tripod, and I'm using this sander here. I'm going to go get me a different one because this one's just a little heavy. So this one's made for polishing, but I got it set up as my sander. So I'm going to sand a little bit here, and then maybe I'll go to Home Depot and grab me one of those Milwaukee battery powered sanders and see how well they do. So anyway, I'll get you guys set up on my tripod and we'll get to work. So I was just looking at this. I don't think this is Bondo. There is no dent there. It's just a weird color that they used. So, but this here, this color is a lot different than this color. So did they paint it back in the day a different color? I don't know. But I'm just taking it off, taking the paint off, and the top coat is coming off almost. Like if you look at this part, it's almost like flaky when it's being sanded off and not like feathered off. So I don't know if it's ever been painted before, but anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and get back to work, and you guys can enjoy this little montage here of sanding. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to take off this top coat and leave this coat as like a primer, because I think this is original and this is what they painted. I'm just taking off the top coat, and I'm going to leave this coat here. And oops. So I'm going to do that to all the car because it feels like it's peeling when it gets sanded down. So that's why I'm taking it down to this color. So anyway, back to sanding I go. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that top coat, because when I sand it, it starts peeling. This here, when I sand it, it's all nice and smooth. Doesn't want to rip off. And I'm only using the 150 grit. So, yeah, so I gotta sand the whole car to the top of this coat is off and get down to the original coat. So, other than that, it's looking pretty nice. So I'm just going to bring you guys back every once in a while so you don't have to watch me sand the whole car because it's pretty boring. So I'll just start putting some clips in and you guys can see as I go. So I just wanted to point this out. Right where the chrome used to be, it's the same color as this down here. Now I can't imagine them painting the car with all the chrome on. Even this spot right here, so you can see where the chrome was, and I sanded on it, and right here is where the chrome ended, is where this dark color paint is that's chipping. So if you see it, when I sand it, it's chipping like kind of like that. It's not sanding smooth like all this stuff is. So that makes me believe that this car has been painted before. I don't know why, but figured I would bring you guys back and show you, you know, what I found. So I'll get back at her. All right, I'm going to show you guys the progress I've made. So this is so far about 3 hours worth of sanding. So I'm all the way up to the door, the back door. So everywhere I went down to metal, this is a dent right here. So that's going to be bondoed there. This here is a little spot here, a little spot here, spot here, here. There's a little bit of dings here, but nothing too bad. But yeah, this is 3 hours worth of sanding. It's taken forever, and I'm using 150 grit. So I don't want to go all the way down to metal. I just want to take off this dark stuff. And this is the fender that was on it when we got it. I'm going to sand it all down and see what it looks like, because the other one has a great big huge hole right here. I don't know if we want to fix it, fill it in, and drill another hole, which there's a hole here for the antenna. So I'm going to sand this one down and all the way and see what it looks like. Try to get some of this rust off. I know they took some Bondo and Bondoed it, but instead of taking it off the car to bond or to fix the dents, they just bondoed over the dents. So most of those dents that they bondoed could be fixed. So all it is, it's just a little bit of dents. I turned it over and looked at it. So those should be easy to fix. Now I'm just going to go ahead and sand the fender here. Got a lot of crap in my way. So I'm going to get this fender sanded. Try to get see how far this goes. So this just chips off. So I can get all this sanded out. But I just wanted to bring you guys back and show you my progress I made. So anyway, yeah, it's just time consuming on sanding. So I'll get back at it here. So with this fender here, it doesn't want to feather out. It just keeps chipping and peeling away. Take this fender all the way down the middle, I think. So whoever did the metal work on this didn't do a very good job on prepping it, because it's going to have to go all the way down the middle, I think. Start over, because I don't want to sand it down and leave it, because the bottom of the paint is chipping off. Oh, that sucks, but it is what it is. It's all body work. Well, it's been way over an hour and I finally got this fender down to metal. It was a pain in the butt because it just will not want to feather out. This down here feathered out really nice, but right up here I tried to feather it in, and the blue, the bottom blue, just kept peeling and peeling and peeling. When you put your hand over it, you could feel an edge still, and every time you try to feather it in, it would just start chipping back. So had to go all the way down the metal, but at least I know it's good now. But I got a little more work to do. I'm probably just going to take this fender off so I can sand the rest of it, because I gotta get this edge, and if I don't, the paint's just gonna chip off. So definitely have to take that off, and haven't done this side yet. I'm not even using this fender, so I just have all this to do, the roof to do, and back here to do, and back here to do. So I think I'm light. Well, I think I'm gonna call that a night. My wife's bugging me about having dinner done. Blew all over my face, but oh well, it's all part of sanding. I will see you guys tomorrow. It is the next morning, out here sanding away on this Falcon. I got one hell of a mess out here. Everything is all blue. I tried something new last night. My wife got me just a sand blaster from a yard sale for a couple bucks, so figured I would try it. So it's this, you just hook your air hose up to it right here, and then because I wanted to try it on this, try to get in between here, but it's making a huge mess. And I've got sand all over the place, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. It's just too big of a mess out here. Looks like it snowed. So I'm just probably going to put that away and get my air compressor and blow all this sand out of here. So I'm going to have to figure something else out, because it's kind of hard sanding in here to get all the paint off it. But anyway, I'm going to be doing this side today. It's like the neighbor's sprinklers came on, because now it's got some clear spots from where the water hit it, so I'll have to get this driveway cleaned up really well. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what I did last night, and I'm gonna get back to it here pretty soon. So she's gonna get her car out of the way so I don't get blue crap all over it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to get you all set up and we can get the sanding on this thing. So here's what I got done so far. I got the back of this all sanded down really good. This side, almost got this side all done. Got a little bit of a ding here, a little one right here, just a tiny one right there. That's just that might fill in with some primer, just barely. But other than that, it's pretty clean as far as having no dents. I'm into about 4 hours. Just this, I haven't even got the roof done yet. So, but figured I would turn the camera back on, show you guys what I've got done so far. It's just time consuming, so didn't really want to film a whole lot. So anyway, I'm gonna take this fender off since I'm not gonna use it, and I need to clean all the crap out of this, and I gotta take the wiper motor out, and then I could probably start on the roof, get that done here, and then all I gotta do is just, I might take the doors off so I can get into this jams a lot better. I still gotta take that off, but coming along, slow but surely. So anyway, hope you guys are enjoying it so far. It is the next weekend on working on the Falcon. I haven't done anything to it this last week other than just work, so I haven't had time, but I'll show you the progress that I've done so far. This is a fender that came on the car. I went ahead and sanded it all down to bare metal, and I started doing some body work here because this was all filled in with Bondo. So I took a hammer and dolly and hammered this all back. I got some holes here I need to fill in, and a little bit of body work here and here. This was all like caved in. There's a lot of body filler that was on this, so I just took a hammer and dolly and kind of hammered it back out. It's pretty flesh, so I just got to do a little more work to it. And then this side is all done here, and my other sander polisher thing that I was using to sand took a crap on me. The bearings had gone out of it and started vibrating really bad, so I had to switch to my air sander, the palm sander, and I went to this. I was using this here to go around the edge of the window because trying to get a piece of sandpaper in there by hand, it was kind of hard. So I just got one of these sanding pads here and onto this, and just kind of went around it all the way around, front and back. And then I got the roof all sanded down, and then I got this window frame here sanded all the way down with my little sander here, so that's all good there. And then I started working on the dash. I got to get the dash sanded down, and so I got that side sanded down, so I'm just working on this side here now, and then get that all sanded down. I think what I'm going to do now is take out the steering column and the steering components. I'm going to get this taken out for the motor mount, and then get this cross member taken off, and probably drop the steering components, take out the gearbox, the steering gearbox, so I can get all this here in here prepped for paint. And yeah, other than that, I've been kind of slacking on pulling the camera out and filming, so but this is what I'm going to be doing next. Try to get ready for epoxy primer. And I took the fender off here because I'm not going to use that fender. I'm using the fender that came on the car because it just seems like in a little better shape. So anyway, I'm going to put you guys down and start taking out this all these parts here and the brake master cylinder. So get all that done. So I'll get you guys set up on my tripod, and I guess you can watch me do that. Yeah, I got that off there. I'm going to see about getting off the steering column and the gearbox. And I want to get this taken out. The battery tray here. Get that done. Take off the horns. I just wanted to show you guys the progress I have made so far. So I got the steering box and column taken out, and I did a lot of sanding on the firewall here and the fenders, the inner fenders. A little time consuming. It took me, you know, for a while. I'm not done with it yet, but it's taken me forever. So that's why I haven't been filming, because it's kind of boring for, you know, everybody to watch me sand all this. So I did take the steering column out, and so nothing left other than just the dash. So I gotta sand it, and then here's the steering column right here. Steering column was a pain in the butt. I've never taken a steering column like this apart before. So I took all the guts out, which I really didn't need to. All I needed to do was take the big nut off, or for the steering wheel, and then take the big nut off, and then take all these little bolts right here out and slide it off the shaft. I did not realize that the shaft and the steering box is all one piece, so I kind of mangled this a little bit. So when I took it apart, I thought that I could undo this and the steering arm comes out, but no. So I kind of screwed it up, but luckily I have another one in this car, so I'm kind of glad we decided to keep this car until this other car was all done, so I can take parts off of this and put onto that one if I need to. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And this thing now is not any good unless I can figure out how to take it apart and put it back together. So as far as this one here, I did put the fender on. I wanted to make sure that everything lined up and the hood fit on properly before I decided to go ahead and put primer on this. I did buy epoxy primer for the fenders. When you go down to pure metal, the bare metal, you have to put epoxy primer on it to kind of seal it up from moisture and stuff like that. So I got some of that, and I also got some body filler for the dents. So I'm almost down to getting this thing always sanded down. I still got a little bit of this to sand down, and still got a little bit of here, and I'm gonna get these taken off, and I got to get the hood hinges taken off so I can get in there a little better. But other than that, it's coming along, but very slow at the moment. So anyway, just wanted to show you guys what I've done so far. So I'm gonna end this video here, and want to thank you guys for watching all my videos. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe.